You're watching The Experience, Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Minute to Skim It. We're going to call this the Chaos episode. We had a little bit of hiccups today. Diamond is fun.
So fun.
So we do have some books. And I think I'm going to let... so we did get our Marvel and DC books. Well, most of them. So I'm going to let Shanice go first.
Alrighty. So let's start with Electra, Black, White, and Blood. Very pretty peach Momoko cover. So the other week I read the Moon Knight one, and I picked Electra to kind of compare the two. I preferred Electra a little bit better, even though I like Moon Knight a little bit more. So I really liked Peach's story, which is basically like this Japanese folklore retelling, but featuring Electra, and I just loved it. Peach, as always, killed it with the art, and this is the first book of hers where I've read that she was a writer, so that was exciting. I really liked it. I do want to check out the other ones now. But yeah.
So is this sort of like after her like origin story?
Kind of no, it's just like 3 short stories. It takes place in different parts of Electra's life. So you have her when she was Electra, and you have her when she takes over the mantle of Daredevil. So it's really interesting. I loved it.
Okay. So I don't know where to start because it was all good. Goodness gracious. Let's start with so this was Scoot. This was Misfits Clubhouse. This is it felt like a one shot, but it had like 4 stories in it about these kids hanging out at this clubhouse, like literally Misfits Clubhouse. There was 3 stories in it. I remember now. One of the stories I thought was really interesting. So they're in a pinball machine called the Space Adventures Arcade. And they're like, we have to fight aliens, and their best friend is a sloth who's playing the arcade game. And they're in the ball, and they're like going around it, and they're like, hit it warp speed. And they're like, oh, it's an alien, let's light him up. And they're just like, it was really cute. And then another one was like the very first storyline was called We Hate Asparagus. It was literally just trying not to eat asparagus.
I feel that.
And I was like, yeah, this is the quintessential, like, actual, like, kids book of Scoot. I felt every storyline. Like, they had the really cool grandma at one point. She had, like, purple spiky hair. I was like, okay, yeah, this feels like a nowadays, like, kid's story. Thank you, Scout. And all the art inside looks like this, too. So that was really cool, because a lot of times, like, the cover art will be different from the inside art. Not this one. That's what they actually look like.
I totally feel them on the asparagus point.
Yes.
I despise asparagus.
I don't know. I figured out a way asparagus to make good. On the grill, in foil, wrapped in maple bacon.
That's just bacon, though. Bacon seeds.
Asparagus.
All right, my next book is Spider-Punk. Very nice cover. So I liked it. What I also love about it, I love it if there was a soundtrack with a comic book. So after this, I'm going to go home and listen to the soundtrack. And yeah.
Yes! I love when they do that.
So I really did like that. And the character is just really fun. I like how he is just determined to have the band be the Spider Band. Even though everyone's like, okay, we're not arachnid-based, but whatever. So I do like that. It's a fun book. The ending, I I'm kind of curious to see how what they'll like do with it. I know it's, from my understanding, it is a miniseries, so I'm sure that they'll wrap it up. But it's solid. Oh,
I love the guitar.
the guitar is great.
I love the guitar. Like, it's kind of covered with it, but like, yeah.
No, I wish his name was Peter Punker. That would be great.
Yes. I'm gonna call it canon. That's his name. That's all we're gonna call him. So you read a couple more books than I did. You want to go again?
Yeah, sure. Cool. All right. So Immortal XMen. So this is a variant. This isn't cover A, but a very nice variant it is. So I like it when the X-Men are very, very catty. So this book, it seems like it was just tailor-made, like, for me. And I
explains so much.
Yes. It's 5. Okay, perfect. I'm looking forward to the next 3 issues of Spider-Punk. Immortal X-Men. I just love this. So Celine, I don't think it's a spoiler for the first issue, but Celine does something very Celine-y. And it, of course, now the mutants of Krakoa, they need to figure out how to fix this. You follow Hope, and it's, oh my god, it's just like the sass that just came from this book. I'm just so fixated on this. So much. Like that's my review. Like 10 out of 10 X-Men sass is in this book. And there was a combo move with Magneto and Storm that was so cool that I really want to see it like in like live action. This makes him X-Men immortal in this series. Whoopsie. Oh, nice. Cool. Look at comments.
Sorry.
So Krakoa, basically, from what I can tell, if someone dies, they can come back via Krakoa magic or shenanigans. I don't know how to explain it. Yes. But this is, I think, the first X-rated title that in a while that I really did like. So I want to keep pulling it. Just what'd you like? The sass.
The sass. That explains so much now. Because we're both sitting in this room, and I just hear her just going. I'm like, oh my gosh, whatever is that? Now I know it's the sass. Sass is 10 out of 10, huh? Okay, so let's do duo. So this is a number 1. This is a new from DC, and I have words, I have things, I have thoughts, and I'm trying to do it without the spoils. So these two are a engaged couple that want to help the world with their new healing thing with bots, but at the same time, they're kind of like at this weird spot of like they can use it, but it doesn't quite, like, it could regrow an arm, but it won't grow an arm in the way it's an arm. It would just be like what they did was they cut off a branch of a tree and they put it on there and it grew all weird, like instead of just like a branch, it went but it regrew the branch just in the wrong like way. So it's kind of like a mutated, but it's still like the same DNA and everything. And so they bring it up to this like tech company and they're like, well, what we want to do is we want to add this to it, but you know, that would really speed it up. And the guy's like, or we could just spend a couple of decades researching it with, I don't know, here's $1 billion. And they turned him down because they wanted to do this like mind link with the bots. And he's like, that seems unethical. And never in my life did I think that the head corporate guy would be the one that has the morals and the ethics. And I had to sit there. I put it down for a second. I had to think for a minute. I was like, this is the world we live in, isn't it? Yeah. The head corporate guy who wants to give these two scientists $1 billion is the one that's saying, let's think about ethics. Okay, here we are then. And so the next thing you see is giant monster in their house. And then, without spoiling it, death. But not death.
And they know.
But yeah, so, and that's kind of like So then one of them comes back and he's like, whoa, I'm not dead. This person's dead. But like, am I dead? Are they dead? Who's dead? What's dead? Are you dead? Am I dead? We're all dead. Maybe we're not dead.
What even is death?
What even is death? And yeah, so that's where I want to leave it because we don't know.
See, I do want to read it because I really have enjoyed like the other milestone books they've released so far. So I was really happy to see this one come out.
Yes, I'm all I gotta say is I'm loving his hair. I love his hair on this cover. The hair is great hair. It's great hair. Okay, so yeah, we don't actually know what is death in this book because usually when you die, but not anymore because we don't know.
Let me see. I'm gonna go next one.
Yeah, you go ahead. What is death?
All right, Savage Avengers #1. So I picked this one after seeing like the Conan news recently, so I'm like, oh, this is perfect time to read it, I guess. So as you can see, Black Knight, Daredevil, Anti-Venom. What's their names? I just read it too.
Name person number 3.
Yeah, name person number 3. A Cloak and Dagger, and all these other names I was blanking on. All right, so I went into this blind as I didn't read like the first series for Savage Avengers.
The sass today in comics and out. I am here for it.
I mean, honestly, like in the book, it did kind of feel it felt like that. Like there is a line from a character where he was like, "I was in the Avengers," and the guy they're fighting is like, "I don't know you. Who are you?" Like it was just so shady. It's like, "Oh, geez." So you're not wrong about that. Yeah. So reading it with like knowing about what's going on with Conan right now, the ending, it made me go like, "Oh. Well, they got time. I guess they got time to figure this out." But I did like how the story was told. How the narration was kind of the narration boxes like was telling you like what was going on, referring to the characters like in third person. It was like nice little like throwback to comics when comics actually used to do that. So that was fun. And it was nice seeing the characters whose names I blanked on, Cloak and Dagger again. So that was nice. Unless there are other books that I'm not aware of right now, but it was good seeing them in a lineup.
I love Cloak and Dagger, but me and Cloak and Dagger have issues, long-standing issues.
Oh, no. Is it?
It's Civil War issues.
Oh no, I thought it was like Dagger.
Okay, so Cloak and Dagger were like major characters in Civil War, but they weren't in the movies. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
At least they had a show. All right, you're next.
They did. Okay, so I actually read a book that was similar to that, where they had narration. So this is Shadow Warzone. It's DC's DC. They're not DC, just maybe. Anyways, so this had 4 stories in it, and it was so good. But the one I wanted to talk about the most was the last one, which was a Harley Quinn storyline, where it's an overall narration where they're like, I've read her files. I know all about her. She has this PhD and her doctorate and gymnastics, and she ran bad. But after her recent cross with the fate, we don't know if she's actually bad. She looks like she might want to be good. I don't know, and I can't figure her out. It's like the entire narration is just like, I don't know if she's good or not. And it's like, I feel that. I felt that so hard. I don't know why. But there was another character in the Black Canary storyline, and it's set right after Ra's al Ghul got killed. And this new character that I showed you, that we have decided it's magic, was it Angel Breaker? Is that what it was? She has this sword that I love so much. I'm in love with it. So yeah, it was a couple of different stories in that from DC set on Warzone. But yeah, oh my gosh. Like I don't know why the Harley Quinn thing, and then you mentioning the narration. I was like, yeah, there was some pretty good narration in this one, and the narrator got really confused on whether Harley Quinn was good or bad. And then a surprise, who was the narrator? Oh, you guys got don't sleep on this. It's got 4 stories in it. I would highly recommend getting it, especially if you read any of the recent DC books, like with either Black Canary or Batman or Harley Quinn or the Clown Hunter or the Black Spider. All of those characters show up in different storylines.
Hello.
Hey. All right. I guess should we talk about it?
You guys gotta talk about it.
If we're gonna talk about it, we might as well talk about it, right? All right. So what we're about to talk about is Fables Black Forest Part 1. So this is technically number 151, but it's the first part of this new story. It's 1 out of 12. It's got Jack the Green being Jack the Green, the new Jack the Green being the new Jack the Green. Jack. There was no Drax in this
But there's
issue.
Jack.
There is Jack. There's 2 Jacks.
Yeah. So with this book, honestly, truly, if you've never read Fables, well, first read Fables.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you haven't read Fables, you will be lost. It is not new reader friendly, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
But if you're like, oh, this is an excellent jumping on point because it's Black Forest Part 1 of 12, it is not.
That's why it's number 151.
But just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
If someone's like, oh, I don't want to read 150 issues, well.
You could probably pick up, like, I think they did a reset at like 120 or 110. I can't remember. It wasn't like a full reset, but it was like, let's get new people in type of checkup.
But overall, I thought it was solid. I liked it because granted, I like Fables.
Yeah.
So it was. Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Oh, I was thinking to myself that, like, especially with Fables getting another game, these are going to get, like, snatched up. And I'm wondering if the game is going to follow the new, like, storyline to it. And then getting to see the kiddo was adorable. Like, oh, is this our new home? Where is everything? There is nothing. We have to build it. Like, yeah, so they have to build everything because now they're out in the middle of nowhere. Yes.
But I am kind of curious about this character
Mm-hmm.
and if it's like going to be in reference to certain things in comics happening right now or what. But it was interesting seeing her introduction and seeing how other characters react to her. But
yeah,
it was good to go back to this world again after, oh gosh, a couple years hiatus now.
Has it been? It does feel like it's been a while, doesn't it?
It has been a while.
And it did kind of leave off on what's happening. So, yeah, a couple years hiatus. It kind of feels like Saga all over again. But it came back, so it's okay.
So we liked it, but it's not new reader friendly.
Yeah, it's definitely not new reader friendly. All right, I think you've got another one.
I don't know which one I got. Okay.
That one, did you do that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this is an Ashcan, Agent of World. I like it because it takes place at an Arby's.
Wait,
so,
like
yeah,
Arby's.
They got the meats. So that it takes place in an Arby's, and it's, as you can tell by the title, it deals with like espionage and time travel.
In an Arby's?
In an Arby's.
Okay.
So it is an Ashcan, so of course it is a preview, but it had just enough that made me want to go out and read like the first issue. I just loved how detailed the art is, and I wish I could show you guys, but unfortunately I can't. But just going by the cover, I'll just try that one more time. Just going by the cover, you kind of see there's a lot going on without it feeling like overwhelming or chaotic. It is very, very bloody. In the brief preview that this book is, and I always get out of luck with the very violent, bloody books on the show so far.
I mean, the next one I'm going to talk about is pretty bad.
Oh, okay. You're talking about this one.
Okay, so the next one I'm going to talk about is the Recount, and I don't know how to say that word. Preamble. So this is his origin story, and it starts in Dallas, and it starts. Oh, goodness. So it starts the day JFK is shot, and this woman goes into labor at exactly the same time. And they get to the hospital, and nobody can help her give birth except for this like trainee nurse. And yeah, that, does not end well, saves the baby. And so, the dad raises him, and then he joins the military, and then he gets, hey, do you want to run for VP with me? Because I need a good guy like you to run for VP with me, because I'm not a good guy. And it was weird. So the guy that they have that's running for president with him kind of reminded me of William Dafoe. Oh. Like, he looked like Willem Dafoe. Oh, jeez. I was like, okay, so that's where we're going with this. And then when they don't get reelected, things happen, and he is not happy, and things are being, domino affected at this point. And we're just gonna have to see what happens next, because it looks like the streets will run red with blood.
So stuff like hits the fan.
Yes, it looks like things are all out. Heck is about to like hit the fan. Oh yeah. Oh boy. I'm excited. Oh boy. And then, did you do that one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think I have one more.
I also have one more.
I thought that one.
Yeah,
I remember you doing that one.
Yeah, I did this one. I read about the bear. My brother Teddy.
You just said the baby.
Okay. All right, my brother Teddy.
Sorry.
It's been a day. We apologize.
I know. It's been.
So
yes.
This book made me very emotional. There is like no dialogue in this book at all, but the fact that it made me like teary-eyed is insane. Yeah, I was wondering because like J. Edgar Hoover, what?
Oh my goodness!
But yeah, my brother Teddy, like it's a one shot, but it's a extremely well done one shot. As you can see there by the title. It's about a teddy bear, and it obviously looks like a teddy bear.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Obviously.
A polar bear teddy bear.
And it, again, with like no dialogue, it touches on grief and acceptance. It just things like that. And it's like what kind of dark magic did they do to make me like cry or tear up over reading this book? There's no way for me to possibly spoil it, but it definitely is a book to check out this week. I think this was my pick of the week, and I went to it completely blind. I didn't even know it was going to come out this week. And like Spider-Punk, it also comes with a soundtrack. Because we were both reading, I didn't want to bother Jenna with my music, but I do want to like check out the soundtrack and reread it again, and also maybe cry again.
Why you gotta hurt me like that? I thought we were friends.
The publisher? It is Source Point Press.
Over here trying to kill me. I thought we were friends. So the next one I have, my last one, I think is actually, this is my last one. It's called Dark Land. This is a ashcan from Scout. So that means it's just a few pages. And oh boy, this was another one based in Texas. This one's based in West Texas. We have Dallas. We have West. I feel like somebody else mentioned Texas at some point. I was like, hey, we representing without actually representing. What's wrong with this? Anyways, so it's only a couple of pages, and it feels like it's the middle of the book for when the book comes out. So it's a whole group of people are at a house, and this one dude is like a giant dude, and he's wrapped in bandages, and he's just talking about what's going on with the missions and stuff. And somebody has their kid with them, and there's all like, oh, let's take a group photo, because this might be, I was like, foreshadowing much, huh? This might be, a good time for a group photo so everybody can see. And then it's set a couple months later, and there's a reason this dude looks very scared, even though he's holding some weapons. So the group splits up. What is the number one rule?
Never split up the group.
Never split up the group. Like, oh, there's a spooky sound. Get out with the group. But they split up.
Maybe even to Arby's.
Maybe they went to Arby's. Maybe they're time traveling. Maybe the thing that he saw isn't actually that scared. Maybe they went over to Dallas to be like, hey, dude, don't let this stuff hit the fan. Flan. So, but yeah, so I don't, like, I'm really excited to see for when the full book comes out. Texas Baby. That's right. We all are up in here, I think.
Yes.
Texas Baby sounds so good. Okay. What are we eating?
Arby's.
Hey, there's an Arby's right down the street. That does sound good. I hear they have the meat.
We're not trying to plug Arby's, but if you want Arby's.
I'm not trying to plug Texas, but apparently the comics are. I have no words. I have no words for why everybody has decided to pick something very Southern this week. But I'm here for it. So a couple of other things that came out. We had some trades come out this week. I'm really excited about this one. They've been kind of advertising it a little bit. Here's the trade. It's a YA, and DC's already started their Pride symbols. So that's cool to see that that's coming about because it's about to be Pride Month. That's exciting.
There we got Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes, the Amazing Spider-Man number. What is this? It just says Beyond Volume 4. Yes, that came out this week. Look at that face, though. Here's the back. So I can't show you the inside. I can show you the front and the back, and it does not look like people are happy. And then She-Hulk. We got the hardcover. I think this came out this week. This is Peter David's She-Hulk,
which I'm really excited about because it's a really fun run, and those covers are those covers are so fun. If you haven't seen the covers from that series, please look them up today.
Definitely,
because we can't do them justice on this show right now.
I don't know what else. Oh yeah, the next Sandman came out this week. This was book 4. Getting ready for the Netflix show. Super excited. Are you super excited?
I'm excited.
Excited, not super excited, but excited.
I'm excited.
We actually just talked about that series, and we talked about the show 24. Not show, the story 24.
Oh yeah, 24-Hour Diner, which is I will die on this hill as the scariest story I've read in comics.
Did you ever see that webisode one where somebody did that? And no. even Neil Gaiman showed up and was like, "Yeah, that's on point right there for sure." Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like that. I probably launched books recently.
Something else that came out this week. Oh, we got one up, so I'm super excited. So this is Pichimoko's art. It's a whole giant art book, and it's not just an art book. It's all the Demon Days. It's a giant size trade of Demon Days that's written and illustrated by Pichimoko. So I'm super excited. Yeah.
Whenever I do a reread of Sandman, I'm just I had to prepare myself for that story.
That one. I don't know if I could read that one again because it's
intense.
Everything about all of it was intense, but that one just really. That one hurt. That one hurt my soul. That one's new. You want to show that one? Yeah.
Got new Firefly.
It's the hardcover. Super excited. Yes. This is the River Run. Oh, I don't know, Alan. Why don't you tell me? Because it seems like it looks like one of yours. It says it on the back. So we have Alan in the house. He's the writer of Hocus Hocus.
Oh, nice.
He did the bunny. He's a demon. He used to command the armies of hell as a bunny.
Did it wiggle?
Dost thou wiggle?
Dost thou wiggle?
Dost thou wiggle? You hurt me like that. It falls.
I'm sorry.
Everybody can blame Kyle for this, The close. Oh, gosh. That one hurt, too.
I just want to reread Sandman.
I know. Do we want to spend the next 30 minutes just let's go grab volume 1 and just read it out loud?
And traumatize everyone. Read this one.
Read this one. If you guys are looking for them, they did reprint all of the Sandman volumes. I think this is the last one to come out. You can find them at your local comic book shop. because trying to find original prints of them is what's another word for impossible? Impossible. Impossible.
I was going to say a word that's going to give me infamous joke. It's as hard as heck right now.
Oh, yeah. We got the Young Avengers. The complete collection comes out this week. The big, thick boy.
Well, we've had that for a couple weeks now.
Yes.
But
I think they were doing another set.
Let's see.
It's ta-da. Oh, these ones I'm excited about. Hold on. So this last weekend, we actually had this creator here. Oh my gosh, I cannot grab the book. So this book is actually about his 3 cats, and it's done in the comic, like newspaper comic style. So that was super excited. And then he did sign them. These are the university cats because he works at a university, and it's about cats everywhere. And adorable. That's all I gotta say. And he did sign them. It was so funny. These are his first ever books, and he signed. He didn't know to sign with Sharpie.
Oh.
Yeah, so he was like, because I asked him, I was like, hey, can you sign them? And he was like, you want me to sign them? I was like, yes! So that was really cool. I was excited. Yeah, so we didn't, like I said, we didn't get a lot of our books in, guys. We tried to read as much as we could while trying to also play catch up while with,
everything going on. But the books that we did get were very good.
Yeah.
So we're grateful for the ones that we got in. So thank you, Marvel, DC, Scout, Source Point.
Yeah. I think that was it.
Yeah.
That's all we got in was DC, Marvel, Scout, and Source Point. And they didn't have a whole lot for those. Oh, we also got in the Cells at Work Complete Manga box set. This is 81 through 86. And I will let you guys know this is an amazing series that really does a very good job of explaining how the inside of your body works, cells, and I mean, they do exaggerate with, the macrophages having giant swords, but I guess that's one way to fight off bacteria.
You told me yours don't have swords?
Yes. And then the white blood cells have little knives that they like to... Okay, white blood cells. Take it out. Take it out.
Right, but
Stop. Oh, excuse me. Oh, we did get some of these big boys in too. Do you want to show that one? So I don't know why, but this one was just a little bit taller than the other two. But it's called XMen Grand Designs, the Marvel Treasury Edition. So it's like classics in here. I don't know. Special collector's edition. Like they even yellowed the pages to make them feel old. So that was Cells at Work is so good. Oh. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's literally everything that we got in today. That's everything. And a couple of, things that we got the other day. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think we read everything that we got. I wish I could say more. Definitely don't sleep on the ash cans, guys. They're so good. And it's like $5. And a lot of times what the companies will do is they'll put out the ash cans, and if enough of them sell, then they'll actually put out the book. Otherwise, if there's like zero interest, they'll just like side burner or back burner it. So definitely don't sleep on it. If you ever like see them and you're like, oh, that looks interesting, grab it. Grab it with all of your hands. Both hands. And read it. Read it hard. I didn't know what else to say. I'm sorry. Also, Umbrella Academy. We got in some more of the volume 1s, especially with how amazing it looks like the next season is going to be. I'm super excited. I don't know if you guys saw it, but the new She-Hulk trailer just dropped, and that's all I can think about now. I won't be able to see it until after the next show, so I'm like, oh, is it 9 o'clock yet? No, it's not. So, yeah, that's going to be exciting. Don't forget to be super, patient with your comic book store, your local comic book shops, because I know for sure in our area, we got the email this morning about books being delayed due to a terminal issue or something, I think it said. So definitely try and please have patience. Please have patience with us and all the other LCSs. She want to say anything else?
Yeah, because they'll definitely be in. It's just be a little bit of a delay, and I'm sure that your local shop, including us, will have it out for y'all as soon as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And as always, was it like my comic shop locator?
Yes. If you're looking for if you're in a different area and you want to check out a comic book shop, definitely check out my local comic book shop, locator.com. And I think it's either through like zip code or city.
It's just comicshoplocator.com.
Thank you. I don't
And you
know
type
why.
in the zip code of the area where you are.
That's right.
These shows sponsored by comicshoplocator.com and Space Cadets Collection.
Yes. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, mysterious voice from the sky.
Mysterious voice from the sky. Yeah. Like I said, today's been a long day. Many bumps and bruises, but no actual bruises, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Just internal bruising. Well, guys, that's it. We've got for you today. I know it was kind of a short show, but we've literally showed you everything we got today, and we'll catch you next time. You won't have me. I think you'll have Miss Jen next time. I think that'll. I don't know. Maybe all the books will show up next time. I would pray so.
We'll have someone whose name starts with J next week. Someone, Jenna, we'll figure it out.
It'd be so funny with throw Liam. Liam, go! Deploy to wild Liam.
Sure. That's. It's a bad that my first thought was like what's the actual comic like shoot show? I was like, what? Okay.
Well, there was one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I love that book. Anyways.
No.
Is it the chaos? We did call this the chaos episode.
Chaos of panicking.
Chaos of panicking. Like, oh no, we read the books. I read as many books. This is what we had. Books. You want books? I read the books. You want books? She's read the books. This is all the books. All of them. All of the books are here. All right, we will catch you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.